About 6 to 7 weeks ago, I made a video called Tesla's gonna crash for the last time. Are you ready? In that video, I outlined why Tesla's gonna crash for the last time. Well, obviously, it's not for the last time. The Tesla stock is gonna continue crashing in the next 3, 4, 5 years, whenever it reaches their all-time high. It's just the nature of the stock. And I'm gonna go over it in just a bit. But in this point in time, at the moment right now, I do think this is gonna be the last time that Tesla's going to crash and then consolidate for a very long time until we get another push back up.
Oh, Pejjy, man, that was just luck. Obviously, no one knows what's going to happen tomorrow on the stock market.
Well, actually, I've made a lot of videos explaining why after Q3 it's going to be a disaster. We're going to have a crash in the stock price, and I was expecting it. Now, I didn't expect it's going to be this bad. It was pretty bad, but nonetheless, I knew it was going to be a disaster. The 16% drop that we had in just 2 days alone isn't surprising to me at all. So how low will the stock price go? I've already made a video here. You guys can check it out. I went deep into it, how low the stock could go. But that's not the point, guys. The point is, are you ready? Because time to time, Tesla gives us this one opportunity that we can invest in. It's when fear comes in at the most craziest time ever and the stock goes down on not on fundamentals, not on anything. It just goes down because it's just panic. And this time, in my opinion, is no different. If you guys have checked my valuation model in the Patreon here, or if you guys have been watching my channel for some time, you guys already know that the 50% CAGR year over year is not realistic. And they confirmed it in this earnings call, which didn't really help with the stock price and the bad narrative that Elon was giving. But nonetheless, a 50% CAGR rate year over year doesn't make sense. I've always put it to 30% for cars, but overall, as the business keeps growing, for the next at least 3, 4, 5, 6 years for Tesla, I do expect 50% growth year over year overall as the entire business because of FSD, robotaxi, licensing, energy, and the bot is just something else. Well, I'm not even going to add the bot. But the point is, guys, we are crashing. Tesla is in the middle of a crash, and Tesla stock could go well below $200 per share. Again, the question is, are you guys ready? Because the opportunity that you guys have been waiting for to buy Tesla on the cheap, like I did back in last year, or the beginning of the year when it was about $100 per share, probably coming again. Now, not as low as 100. I mean, it could. I have no idea. But I'm expecting in the mid 100s, 160s, 170s, and then consolidate around there to 200s up until Q4. And then I think in 2024, things are going to get a whole lot better for Tesla because they have a lot of catalysts coming, including the Cybertruck, the Highland, because supercharger networks, everyone joining Tesla supercharger network. It just keeps going. The list keeps going. FSD version 12, energy 24% margin. It is absolutely insane. And if you're one of those people that had a set target of $200 or $180 and it hits that and you're still not buying, that tells me two things. One, you're a new investor in Tesla, and two, you're scared. Guys, let me tell you something. I've been invested in stocks since 2020. And I've been following the stock since 2015, 2016. And I can tell you, Tesla is one volatile stock. It is. It goes to 400, then it goes back down to 100, then 200. It's crazy. The stock, how it jumps up and down is very volatile. I mean, just look at that since IPO. Just look how choppy that is in the recent years. You think those small bars down there is not choppy at all? Wait until you zoom in. Then you're going to see, I mean, just choppy as hell. But that's Tesla stock, guys. This is how it behaves. Elon with his tweets and everything and how he does and how he says. And this is a company overall with the mainstream media and everything. It's a very volatile stock. And if you could stomach it, you'll be rewarded big time. But anyways, I want to show you guys this post that I made or tweet that I made back in the day, which was my first viral tweet or post. It pretty much shows how volatile Tesla stock was every single year from the lowest price to the highest price. I'm going to go over it here. If you guys are ready, smash that like button and hit subscribe if you haven't already, man. Let's go. So first, let's start from this year and go back to 2013, a decade, to show you guys how volatile Tesla stock is. Absolutely insane. Sheesh. Let's start off with this year, 2023. The low, it went down to $101.81. The high, almost at 300, 299 and 29. It did not reach 300 this year. It was very close, but not yet. But take a look at this, guys. That's $194 difference from $101 to almost 300. And from 300 to down, that's a minus 66. So if you bought at $299 and you sold at $101, that's a loss of 66% in 1 year. But if you bought at $101 and you sold at $299, that's a $194 gain. That's a triple. Remember, guys, 100% is double, 200% is triple. You made triple. That is absolutely insane. In 2022 is even more crazier. Low again is the same as 2023 because there was a gap. It was the same price in December and January of $101.81. but a high of $402.67. That's absolutely insane. If you guys, again, bought at the low, which you couldn't really buy at the low in 2022, you would have made 300%. But if you bought high and you sold low, this is absolutely realistic. A lot of people did this. Just ridiculous. You lost 75% of your money. That's just crazy. I mean, that's insane. I mean, 2021 is even more crazier because the high was at $415 per share. When you guys search how high Tesla stock has ever been, it'll show you $409. But for a split second, it did reach $414.50. But the low was just below $180. So that's a gain from $130 if you bought at the low and sold the high. And that's almost a 60% drop if you bought high and you sold low in 2021. In 2020, now get this, guys, 2020 was a crazy year for Tesla. Low, $28.11. High, almost $240. That is a gain. If you bought at $28.11 and you sold at $239, that's a gain of 752%. That's insane. But if you guys bought high and you sold low, you lost nearly almost all your money, 88%. This is how volatile Tesla stock is. Just look at it. It's absolutely insane. And in 2020, we did have the first stock split. The second one was in 2022, but now since we've gone through the both stock splits, we can split them back to their original prices before they did any stock splits. That was a low of $421, which was absolutely hilarious, and the high of $3,600. Look at the volatility on that. This is not normal for any stock, by the way, right? This is Tesla stock. It's a different breed. Now let's keep going back to 2019. Low of $11.80, high of $29.02. If you remove all the stock splits, the low was $177 and the high was $435. So it did range between the 420 for some time, which is quite funny. That would mean a high, if you bought low and you sold high, you made 150%, almost 2.5 times your money. But you could have also lost 60% in a given year. Man, which stock? Seriously, you let me know below which stock on a consistent basis, year over year, you could lose almost all your money. That's crazy. Welcome to Tesla stock. And I keep saying, guys, if you guys don't have the stomach for it and you guys can't hold for a long time and you guys can't see your portfolio down 60-70% in a given year, you should not invest in Tesla stock. Tesla stock is a purely a decade long investment. Simple as that. Me, I'm all in into Tesla stock, man. 99% of my entire stock portfolio is in Tesla stock. And I deal with these things every year. Sometimes I look at my bank account or not my portfolio, and I'm like, oh wow, it's up like 400 or 500%. Then sometimes I look and I'm like, oh, I'm down like 60%. You see the volatility, and you guys are seeing it here. It's absolutely madness. 2018, low as 1631 and high as 2583. If you remove all the stock splits, low of 244.65 and high just below 390. If you bought low and you sold high, you would have made almost 60%. If you bought high and you sold low, you would have lost 37%. Absolutely a sheesh moment. 2017, 211 and a high of 438. That's a 105% gain from low to high. And from high to low, that's a 51% half. Absolutely insane. 2016, $9.40 as a low, almost $18 for the high. Again, removing all the stock splits, that's a low of $141 and a high of $269. Ironic. Low to high gain would be 91%. High to low loss would be 48%. Again, this 50% loss year over year is just ridiculous, but it looks like the 100%, you can double your money with Tesla stock every single year if you just keep holding, which is just absolutely insane. But you can also lose almost half your money or pretty much all your money on Tesla stock if you're just holding for years. This is why Tesla stock is not a good short-term investment. Maybe not even a medium-term investment. Tesla stock is best long-term investment. 2015, a low of 1233, high of 1911. Remove all the stock splits again, that's 185 in the low. High almost 287. Low to high gain 55%. High to low loss 35%. 2014, low of 911. High of 1943. Remove all the stock splits, a low of almost 137. A high of just a bit over 291. Low to high gain 113%. High to low loss 53%. Again, the 50% mark, it's hitting more often than not. 2013, a low of 214 and a high of 1053. I know it doesn't look that different, only $2 or $10 and nothing. I mean, that is something. That's like a 4 or 5x. That's a big difference. But let's look at it without all the stock splits so we can get a better range, because then you'll see how crazy volatile that is. Low of $32.10, high of 158. Low to high gain almost 400%. That's crazy. And high to low loss 80%. 80%. You would have lost all your money 2013 if you bought high and you sold it at low. This is how volatile Tesla stock is. It's not normal. Tesla stock is not normal. And here's a chart to show you guys how volatile Tesla stock is. It is absolutely insane. One simply should not invest in Tesla stock for a short term, 1 year or 2 years, and expect to make a whole bunch of money if you're not swing trading it. If you're in it just to see what you can make, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose more than what you're gonna make. That's just that's the fact with Tesla stock. It's just so darn volatile. And I always tell all my friends and everybody that listen, if you're gonna invest in Tesla, you better lock that account for at least 5 years, because if you're gonna keep looking at it every single day, every single week, every single month, it's not gonna be good. You're gonna sell at a loss, and in 5 years time, when the stock is 3-4 times what it is now, you're gonna kick yourself in the butt. You're gonna be pissed that you couldn't hold that long. And again, I keep saying, guys, if you guys can't stomach this, please don't invest in it. Just invest in the S&P 500, keep contributing to it, and you'll do great. It's been proven time again, and if there was no Tesla stock, that's what I would be doing. But I see potential in Tesla stock, and I'm not touching it until 2030. Facts. So, my Tesla investors, my long-term Tesla investors, because that's who matter right now, and that's who are ready. If you guys been piling cash, and you guys been waiting for a time to buy Tesla stock, specifically Tesla stock on a cheaper price and on a low price, you're about to get it. I promised myself that once I reach 700 shares of Tesla stock, which I already did, I'm going to stop buying Tesla stock. But if it goes down to 150, or if first 200, I'm going to buy a bit. But if it goes down to 150, my savings is going to go, the money that I accumulated to buy a property is going to go into Tesla stock again. And then maybe I'll sell it in the next 2 years, probably I need it. But opportunity presents itself, you got to take it. Simple as that. I'm ready. The question is, are you guys ready? Comment down below. Curious to know. But seriously, how low can Tesla stock go? Well, I made a video right here. Check it out. Obviously, all speculation, not financial advice, just my take on it and what it could potentially happen. Check it out here. You won't be disappointed. Guys, get your merch. I bought the dip merch, or your she shirt. The bought the dip shirt is in the laundry, waiting for that to go, because that's my favorite shirt. So you guys can get it here and support me if you guys like. And subscribe for more, and I shall see you guys in the next video. See ya.